lit a gas can on fire right here. Here's where it burned through.
Of the Bennett Street project, and I'm looking at this neighborhood, and where you might not see positives, I am seeing positives. So we'll start with the house next door. Oh gosh, it's boarded up, but there's new windows, so I know somebody's going to be renovating it. So that is good. And what else is a positive? Each house on this street is a little different from the other. I like it when they're not cookie cutter neighborhoods. I think that gives it some character. It's unique. There are lots of potential for other investors to come in here and make this neighborhood great, but the biggest positive that I see was actually on my drive here. I found that one of the very few biggest, best grocery stores in Detroit is a hop, skip, and a jump away. So I know that this will be a thriving neighborhood.
550 new jobs came with this grand opening, and 55 different local brand products will be sold here in Clear. The more customers I talk to, they're really in love with all the local organic products, and they're just really in love with the fact that it's so local and convenient, that they don't have to go outside of the city to shop at a grocery store.
So Jeff has warned me on the inside, it's dark in there. I see why. We've got those dog doors protecting the investment property until we started the renovation. But we're gonna try. I also hear the generator back there. So it's kind of loud, but we'll see what we can see.
This one, I don't know how long it's been sitting vacant, but it's already got a roof on it. But, you know, a solid brick home. That's what we like to see, a good brick house. So when you come on inside here, see Raphael's working his butt out here, getting all this stuff out here. So it's all stucco walls, which is, you know, it's good. It helps us move along a little bit faster. We don't have to worry about making everything perfectly flat when we do repairs. A little bit of ceiling damage here. As far as walls and stuff, there's not a tremendous amount of work. There will be some drywall work, but there's not a tremendous amount. But you see the black cobwebs, sure sign of fire damage. So, truthfully for me, I would leave the mirrors. It's one less wall we have to work on.
People like mirrors too in Detroit. It's
like
a favored look.
Yeah, I like them too, truthfully. So makes the room look bigger. And plus, this is a big room, anyways. I mean, it's got to be 22 by 12. It's a big room. So I'm coming through into the kitchen. Once again, we'll rip out all the cabinets, uppers and lowers. Although Raphael was commenting to me that these are like the nicest looking cabinets on the inside that we've seen in a long time. Normally they're filthy and disgusting, but it's just nicer to put in new ones. So we'll do all new uppers, new lowers, new plumbing in and out for the cabinets and for the sink. So that'll all be taken care of. The flooring will all get done.
What about the hardwood out here? Is that savable?
I don't know yet. The carpet is just now coming out. I'm hoping, I bet you it is savable. It'll probably have to be stained, but it looks like it is savable. There's animal stains, stains at the front door from leaking, but it doesn't look like it is swelled up too much. So,
is it possible to remove animal stains?
Not really, no. So there's ammonia and oil in dog urine, and it stains the hardwood. Some people claim that they can use some bleach on it, and it helps, but it pretty much is just always there. So if you stain the floor a darker color, that's the only way I know to cover it up. So once again, this upper bank, the cabinets, these are all coming out. We're putting new cabinets here.
It's a decent sized kitchen.
It's not a bad sized
kitchen.
There's room
for a table, right?
Yeah, for a small house, it's actually got a decent sized kitchen. So another weird thing, you know, there were just pocket doors everywhere, and those are always a problem. So we'll frame this out. We'll put just regular doors, 6-panel interior doors in.
Why are pocket doors a problem?
They tend to fall off the track inside the walls, and then you pretty much have to tear everything back apart to get them back on the track. and we're not going to mess with that. It's just a pain in the ass. So like I said, we'll frame them out. We'll put in solid doors. Same thing with these closets. Every room has a big closet like this, and they had hangings, the doors that run on wheels. Once again, being a rental, they fall off. You get called out all the time. It's a maintenance issue because the doors are falling off. These are 47-inch openings. So what I'll do is I'll make a beam in the center. I'll put 2 doors, regular operating doors here. It will never be a problem again. So, and if it is, it's because something's being too rough on it. So anyways, that's all that'll go.
There's wood in this room too.
Yeah, hardwood in that room. I think there's only one room that won't be able to be saved as far as hardwood. So, which would be this bedroom over here. Let's look at the bathroom first though. So bathroom, this bathroom, I wouldn't stand over here. It's falling through. So this bathroom, the floor will get ripped all the way out to the joists, replace, 3/4-inch plywood subflooring, and then we'll just put vinyl in here. It's quick and easy. Or to put, I like vinyl in here. We'll see what the homeowner wants. This tile is amazing. Once again, solid hard tile, needs to be cleaned up. Not a single crack in any of it. Not one piece coming loose. I'm going to keep all of this tile. The bathtub is decent. I was thinking it needed to be reglazed. I don't know, we'll clean it up and see if it does or not. But other than that, we'll run, oh yeah, this will definitely be going. Anybody wants a sink for their bathroom, I got a free one. This is going to the curb, to the dumpster as soon as we get it. So we'll replace the toilet also. That's just good to do. People like to move into a house with a new, fresh toilet, and toilets are $125. So there's no sense in not doing it.
But don't we keep them sometimes when they've got the good old flushing interior?
If it has the big tank on it, 2-gallon I think it is, or 2.5-gallon flush, we like to keep that just because you just can't get those anymore, so.
But this one doesn't.
This one does not have it. Now this one's probably only 3 or 4 years old, and we'll put a little bit nicer toilet in here anyways. So today was actually my first day in here. We got some power work in, put some lights in so we can start to see what's going on. I haven't been up in the attic yet. It's usually 1 or 2 things. There's nothing up there, or there's everything up there. Another, typical size room for a small house. It's not bad. It's probably 12 by 12, 11 by 12. These floors are savable, all except for there's a little burn spot. It's a surface burn. I don't think it goes very deep. It's probably savable. And truthfully, if we stain these floors, you're not going to see that anyways. So, not a bad one.
New windows?
Yeah, we'll get new windows everywhere. In a couple weeks it'll have all new windows in it. I'm only expecting this house to take three weeks. We at first thought, of course, 2.5 to 3 weeks, but as I get into it, there's a little more than what I expected. So 3 weeks, maybe 3.5. Watch your step here, of course. So this is where there was a fire. It was not caused by electrical. It was caused by somebody breaking in and spreading gasoline through the house and setting it on fire. So we'll tear out this wall's paneling. We'll tear all this out, replace any bit of drywall we have to do. Obviously all the base in this room will go. It's scorched. There are several spots in the hardwood that's scorched. So this room is not savable. Anything that's damaged will be cut out, replaced with wood. We don't leave any burnt wood behind. Anything like this where the wood is not burnt but it's discolored, we cover it with a smoke blocker or a fire blocker. It'll completely encase it. You won't even be able to smell that there was a fire in this house when we're done. There's a main beam in the basement right here that's burned all the way through. I'll replace all of that. That's really not going to be that big of a deal. And obviously all this flooring will get cut out. We'll put plywood in here where we have to. So this was where the fire was at. There's a little bit of burnt wiring. I think I'm going to have to put like 40 or 50 feet of wiring into the house. So once I start checking all the electrical, I'll know for sure what has to be replaced as far as wiring and what doesn't. Let's take a look. You see on the ceiling also, this is just, it's all just smoke damage. We'll wash it down and then we'll put Kills over it. Smoke blocker by Kills, and that'll cover any smell or any staining that was caused by the smoke. And you see also, I mean, the first time we looked at this house, it's like, how the heck, you know, it makes sense, okay, there was a fire in that room, but how was there a fire out here? And this carpet's already taken up, but there were like burn patterns in the carpet. Well, it's because somebody came through here and dumped gas everywhere and tried to set the house on fire. So, basement, you can see we kind of opened this up a little bit more. Well, I only did a little bit. A fireman opened it up most of the way, but we were able to see a little bit more of the structure that needs to be replaced. It's really not as bad as it looks. You know, we'll replace all the timbers and it'll be fine. Watch your stuff. There's a little bit of trash on these stairs. All right, the basement. I can tell already there's going to be some kind of plumbing issue, and it's grease. I know that already. So this is the stack that comes down from the kitchen, comes into the floor, it runs through. There's a floor drain here, and this is so plugged with grease. This floor drain's plugged with grease, so we'll have to snake that out. I already checked the plumbing in the back of the house, from the bathroom to the laundry room. That all runs good, so this is just a grease issue. This whole bar down here, it's kind of just takes up room. It's not, you know, maybe in the 70s it was worth something. It's not really worth anything anymore. We'll rip it out. We like having a nice wide open basement. And another thing in this house, because there is fire smoke damage, not so much fire damage everywhere, but there is smoke damage everywhere. We'll be spraying these ceilings flat black. It'll cover up the discoloration from the smoke. So, but the walls will be white again, the floor will be gray, but the ceiling, I only paint the ceilings down here so if I absolutely have to, because it's time consuming and it's messy, so, but this will get painted. So we're lucky on this one, the plumbing is all intact still, which doesn't happen very often, and it runs. So there will be some of this old galvanized I'll be taking out and replaced, but I'm going to keep as much of it as I can, just to shorten the length of the job up and the cost of it.
How about a window there?
Yeah, so all these windows will come out. We'll get glass block everywhere. I see there is glass block in a couple spots, but it'll all get finished the rest of the way with glass block. I think I'll let the homeowner decide if this knotty pine stays or goes. I don't want to paint it because it just doesn't hold paint well. So if his suggestion is to paint it, we're going to rip it out and we'll drywall on the side of the staircase, and that will be it. Over into the laundry area here. Well, even though that's a cool old wash tub, we'll replace that. And we'll redo the plumbing in this area just because it gets used so much. So this will get glass block windows on this side also. They'll obviously get a new furnace. But look, it's got a good electrical panel. I like that. I don't have to mess with that. I'll clean that up. That can stay. And you see where the fire originated from. Let's rate in this area. lit a gas can on fire right here. Here's where it burned through. You see, this is a triple beam. So it's a triple beam. We'll tear out every bit of this that we have to and just replace it. And it's not, you know, I have to do a little bit of lifting, but it's not terribly bad. So yeah, that light doesn't work. Here's one of the wires that are burnt.
Oh.
You see there are some burned wires through here that will all, you know, matter of fact, don't touch any of them because there are live wires here. So, as like I said, today's my first day. As I go through, I'll determine which wires need to be replaced, which ones I can just cut out and get rid of. So, I think, you know, this one will move along a lot faster than the last one. A lot smaller house. So, that's pretty much it on this one. It's going to be simple. Oh, look at that, a furnace. You never see that in these houses, do you? Yeah, so I just replaced the thermocouple on that and it's running. So.
That's awesome. Yeah. Will these both be replaced?
Yeah, these will both be replaced. This tank water heater is probably 20 years old. The furnace is probably 50. So they'll both be brand new. So it's, I mean, when they're new, it's not a maintenance issue anymore. Another nice thing, no garage on this house. That's nice. Just less than I have to do.
It's a nice fenced-in yard too.
Yeah, nice fenced-in yard. There's either notice there's a den out by the fence. It's either groundhog or coyote. Not sure yet. I think it's a groundhog den. So.
Jeff, what do you think is in that hole?
I think a groundhog.
Or what else could it be?
A coyote. But I'm not seeing dog prints, so I think it's a groundhog.
Oh, no. Okay, I just touched something.
Metal pole.
But there is a secondary entrance right here. Holy. That is deep. That is deep. Yeah, it goes down quite a ways. A couple feet.